Hey, my name is Rafael, you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and today we're going to talk about the two bands that Metallica's James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich chose as their favorite of all time. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave your comment below. And if you want to read more about this, you go to the description and you're going to find a link to the article. Well, the thing is, back in 2015, they gave an interview for the hockey team San Jose Sharks from San Jose, California. And the band was asked about many of their favorite stuff, and they were asked about which were their favorite bands. And Lars Ulrich gave probably an obvious choice because he's a really big fan of this band, which is Deep Purple. Lars Ulrich was born in Denmark, and Deep Purple toured a lot across Europe back in the 70s, and he was lucky enough to have had the chance to have seen them live. And it was really a thing that really influenced him a lot. He loves Ian Page. He also loved Richie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, and John Lord, and all those albums from that era. And the curious thing is that in the video with San Jose Sharks, he said that for me it's Deep Purple. He explained that, and he said the curious thing is that he had the chance to, in 2016, 1 year later after he said that, to be the one who inducted Deep Purple into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it was obviously a full circle moment. You know, can you imagine yourself as a kid going to a concert? You're gonna go see Deep Purple in the 70s. You watch that incredible Deep Purple at their prime in the 70s. You had the chance to watch them. And Lars also had the chance to see the band with David Coverdale and Glenn Hughes, that Burn lineup from the album Burn. And one decade later, you're part of one of the most promising bands of all time in the 80s, for example, and which is Metallica. And a few decades later, in 2016, you're the one who's giving the speech and inducting Deep Purple into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How cool is that? Come on. And it's just a full circle moment, and I'm sure it was a full circle moment for Lars Ulrich. And it was also it was obviously a really great moment for him. In an interview with The Guardian back in 2020, Ulrich listed the 6 bands he would have. It would be the dream lineup of his festival, the perfect festival if he could choose. And one of the bands was obviously Deep Purple. He said, I would take Deep Purple in their Gillan, Glover, Blackmore lineup from 1971 to 1973. Deep Purple in 1973 was the first concert I ever went to. It was the first concert he ever seen, was Deep Purple in 1973. I remember being taken aback by the spectacle of it all. Richie Blackmore twirling his guitar and playing it with his foot or his bum. They changed the set list and improvised, and when they were on fire. They were otherworldly. So you can see that it was really a show that really caused him a lot of it was a big impact in his life, obviously. And we go to James Hetfield. And James Hetfield, it's also an obvious choice for him because it's a band that really influenced him a lot, and obviously Metallica in general, which is Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is his all-time favorite band, and this is what he said to San Jose Sharks. He said, my all-time favorite band is hard because there are so many. Led Zeppelin's in there, Motorhead, they all offer a little bit different. But if I was stuck for one, Black Sabbath. That's what James Hetfield told San Jose Sharks. And curiously, 10 years before Lars Ulrich inducted Deep Purple into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006, Black Sabbath was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it was James and Lars who inducted them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So they had the chance, both of them, to induct their favorite bands of all time to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How cool is that, you know? And during the ceremony and during his speech in the induction of Black Sabbath, James recalled the impact of hearing Black Sabbath for the first time. He came from a very religious family, and he recalled in his speech, which is really cool. You can check it out on YouTube. It's available. He said he took the album cover of Black Sabbath, the first album, self-titled album released in 1970. He looked at that kind of witch in the cover of the album, and he was really terrified just by seeing that. And he said, well, let's hear what it's inside. And when the first track started, which is the self-titled track, that thunder, those bells, and that incredible riff, you know, that demonic, that doomy riff started, he said that he just felt something different, right? And he that's what he said in his speech, to picture a 9-year-old boy like he was, discovering that kind of music. And he praised especially Metallica, the Black Sabbath co-founder and guitarist, the riff master Tony Iommi, during that speech as well. And Metallica played a few Black Sabbath tracks along the way, and obviously Metallica also covered Black Sabbath. There is the Saber Cadabra cover, which was featured on their covers album released back in the late 90s. So that's it. I hope you like this interesting thing about Lars Ulrich and James Hetfield. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave your comment below. Okay, and visit rockandrollgarage.com. I see you later.